Who are these people with interesting clothes in the middle of America? They are Amish and belong to an interesting sect that led a medieval life. And they also have a very deep, unusual ties to Turkey. The Amish are actually a Christian group that originated in Europe, but due to the pressures they saw in the 1600 years, they emigrated to the Pennsylvania region of America and established a commune life here. English Polish is so decadent that they don't even fully master English. They still speak among themselves in the northern dialect of German. They definitely don't use it because they think that technology makes people love the world. There is no electricity. In the evening, they sit by candlelight. Women wash clothes and dishes with their hands. They prefer horse-drawn carts or bicycles for transportation instead of cars. There is no phone in any house. There is only one in every village. And it is also kept on hold only for use in emergencies. If you see a man without a mustache, but with a beard, know that this is a sign that that person is married. They have a philosophy of life based on the business section in their social life. According to this understanding, men are responsible for meeting household needs by farming, and women are responsible for family and child work.
Interestingly, the Amish were oppressed in America for a period because they refused to pay military service, politics and taxes, but they managed to preserve their way of life with the support of the people.
They definitely don't pay taxes. As they do not do military service, they refuse to participate in wars or even talk about wars. If you go to an Amish village, you may find that they are uncomfortable with you taking pictures of them because according to their beliefs, it is not right to be photographed because painting is forbidden in the Bible. Children need to get used to their lifestyle at an early age. Because most Amishmen get married between the ages of 18 and 20, but when they turn 18, they are allowed to decide for themselves whether the children should be Amish decrees. It is strictly forbidden to marry someone outside their own community. Marriages usually take place by appointment or with the agreement of young people who met and agreed at Sunday Mass. Apart from that, it is forbidden for boys and girls to get together. Girls who are single wear black headscarves, married ones wear white headscarves. And there are at least 7 or 8 children in every house, because for them, too many children means abundance. They have developed this profession very much because the prophet Jesus was a carpenter. They are considered to be one of the best carpenters in the world. And the feature that there are no nails or screws in the products they make is that they are designed in a snap-on way and are sold at very expensive prices in America. The Amish also have a deeply emotional relationship with Turkey, and when they began to be killed by Catholics in Europe in the 1600 years, a significant part of the community settled in Istanbul, Izmir and Kars.
The sultans of the period gladly accepted them and offered them the freedom to live wherever they wanted in the Ottoman Empire.
Although they were very much loved by the local people here, they also had to leave our country when the Amish people living around Istanbul, Kadıköy, Hasanpaşa started to be killed. The taste that we know today as Kars kasher cheese and that we can't get enough of is one of the traces left on Anatolia by the Amish who came from Switzerland and settled in Kars. The Amish who settled on the American and Canadian border from Izmir also founded a city here called Smyrna, the ancient name of Izmir. The starting point of the Amish is the preacher's section in the Bible, on the mountain, and they are trying to organize their lives according to what is written there. The part of the Bible that they were influenced by and determined as a philosophy of life is as follows. Jesus saw the crowds and went up to the mountain. After sitting down, his students came to him, called to them and began to teach as follows. Blessed are those who lack a soul, for them belongs the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are the bereaved, they will be comforted. Blessed are the mild-mannered ones. Blessed are they who will inherit the earth, for those who hunger and thirst for righteousness. They will be verified. Blessed are the merciful ones. They will find mercy. Blessed are those whose hearts are pure. July. Blessed are the persecuted ones who will see God. The kingdom of heaven belongs to them. You've heard it's called an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. But I say to you, do not respond to evil with evil. If we love only those who love us, what is the meaning of love? All the religions and communities in the world aim to spread. But according to the Amish, faith should be the free choice of individuals. For this reason, they consider it wrong to invite people to any religion. And if a foreigner wants to become an Amish, they usually don't accept it. Because it is difficult for other people to live a primitive life. But they still take it into themselves and subject it to an exam for a long time. And if the elders are convinced, the new person can join deck. It's a very difficult process. Everyone in the sect, who lives their own lives, has a simple style of clothing.
It is known that women who believe that wearing makeup and wearing flashy things is a sin devote their lives to serving their spouses and raising children. At the same time, none of them have social insurance.
Those who are sick are treated with primitive methods within themselves, but if a very important situation occurs, they can go to the hospital. And the hospital expenses are paid with the common money collected by the congregation itself. They are also very important in common money, because everything works according to the method of a meche. For example, the houses of the married young people are built with the joint work and joint spending of the entire Amish village. In addition, because they use horse-drawn carriages, the American government also applies special traffic rules to them. For example, there are speed limits on the roads surrounding their villages. Cars have to move slowly, and honking is not allowed. After all, horses can get scared and there can be bad consequences. Civilian armament is largely free in America. However, the Amish do not buy weapons. They use shovels symbolically because they are anti-violence. The most important features that distinguish AM jobs from modern societies are their strict attitude to education. The Amish, who believe that getting a high school education will lead to worldly pleasures and ambitions, believe that only 8 years of education is enough. They also take these 8 years in schools run by their own churches, where Bible classes are given in addition to reading and writing, usually with one room, and where young 16 and 17-year-old girls who have also studied in these schools teach. This situation, which is contrary to U.S. law, caused a lawsuit to be filed in 1972 for Amish children not to leave school after 8 years of education to continue their education. With the support of the public, the court ruled in favor of this minority, and those who did not want to study for more than 8 years were allowed to terminate their education, although some modernists continued to send their children to school without any pressure from the community they belonged to, because they were in favor of their children's reading. In fact, the villages where they live are being flooded with tourists. But they are not very satisfied with this, because they have to deal with agriculture constantly, and spending time with tourists makes them tired.
But especially since they are one of the most famous jam, cheese and 100% natural vegetable and fruit growers in the world, they flock to their villages in order to buy their products.
Currently, their population is around 300,000, and due to their intensive reproduction, it is thought that they will exceed 500,000 in 2026 years. One of the interesting parts of the job is that although the Amish offer their children, who have reached the age of 18, a free choice between being Amish or not, the rate of making the choice among young people is 95% in favor of the community. Obviously, isolated and primitive life definitely satisfies the youth of the community decently. After all, it's not an easy life. Facebook, Instagram, makeup, deco, no TV, no toys, no computer, internet, car, even the topics they can talk about among themselves in their social life are very limited.
The toys are all handmade and none of them have faces. The dolls' faces are left black. You even have to hand weave the clothes you will wear, wake up at the first light of the morning and do jobs such as carpentry, blacksmithing without interruption, not even from work.
After all, even one day not taking care of animals can cause a lot of problems. For this reason, they have a strictly disciplined and orderly working life. There are no police in their towns. There is no municipality. There are no political party organizations.
There is no manager. Everything is done according to the rules of the congregation with the direction of the elders committee. There are no CD or cassette players where you can listen to music, only religious songs are sung and played.
These are also performed as live performances by the traitors in the church. If they want to go on vacation, they can only go as far as a horse-drawn carriage can take them, and I don't think anyone wants to walk around the streets of New York with horses and attract attention.
Nevertheless, it is certain that the existence of such peace-loving and marginal small groups belonging to primitive life, far from all the problems of the world, in our globalized world is a sociological value for humanity. To get more information, you can subscribe to my channel and follow me on my Instagram account. Have a nice trip.